Hello soulmates, welcome back to my channel. This is Sew with Pivots. So today we are going to be learning how to make this two-piece dress for a baby girl. The neck is a cross neck while the skirt is a two-step skirt. Please don't forget to like my video, also subscribe to my channel. Thank you. So let's get sewing. To make this, we're starting with the top. I used about half yard of plain crepe. This crepe is stretchy, so I minused 4. So I started my measurement from 4, just like we do for off shoulder. The top length is 16, then plus 1 inch, that is 17 inches. For the width of the fabric is 9 inches, and this fabric is folded into 4. So for the armhole, we're still starting our measurement from that -4. Our armhole is 6.5. You can see how I placed my tape. My chest measurement is 30 inches divided by 4 is 7.5 inches plus 1 inch allowance, that's 8.5 inches. My fabric is not so stretchy, that's why I added allowance. For the waist, 28 divided by 4 is 7 plus 1 inch, that's 8 inches. So I'll connect it. So we go ahead to connect the neckline like this. So I turned it so that you have a clearer view. So this is what we have. It's as easy as that. So we cut. So I'll go ahead and open it up. So you can see we have one piece for the front and one piece for the back. So we're going to go ahead to cut a long strap that we're going to be using for the neckline. And this is what I have. I cut 2 pieces of this, and the width of this strap is about 3 inches. 3 inches, while the length is 30 inches, and I cut 2 of the strap. So we're going to go ahead and fold it into 2 like this. Fold it into 2 like this and then sew it. So after sewing, I went ahead to turn it out using my safety pin. I also went ahead to iron it out so that it can lay flat, and this is what we have. Now I'm going to get my front bodies, place the strap on it like this and sew. Please, you can decide to weave your neckline before doing this, but since this fabric doesn't frill, so that's why I used it like that. So you place it like that and sew. Then this is the other strap. I'll bring it like this, also place it like this and sew. So this is what we have after sewing. You can see how the center is looking like. So we're going to go ahead and cross it over like this. You can see it now. It's now relaxed. So we're going to sew that center point so that it can stay in place. You can see where my fingers are pointing at. Yes, you sew it. So this is it after sewing, after holding it in place. This is what we have. So next we're going to get our back bodies, place it like this, Now after getting our back bodies, don't just go and match it the same strap, like you can see this one on the left and you sew it like that. No, you also have to, you can see, don't match it to that side, cross it to the other side. You can see it's meant to be crossed. So you cross it like this, and so you cross this other one too, you cross it like this also, and so this is what we have after joining the strap. Then we go ahead and fold it like this, we join the sides, and then we sew. So after sewing, we turn it like this, and then we fold our hem, we fold it in and sew, and our top is ready. Over to our skirt. I went ahead to use 2 yards of soft crepe and then lining. 1.5 yards of soft crepe would do, but I just wanted that length. For the lining, the length of my lining is 10 inches, while the width is 72 inches. Okay, for the main fabric, my skirt length, my total skirt length is 21 inches. Minus 1 inch for band, we have 20 inches. Then for the first step, the width is 72 inches, while the length is 10.5 inches plus 1.5, which is 12 inches. For the second step, the width of the fabric is 104. That's we're having 2 times of what we're using for the first step, while the length is 12 inches. Now this is what we have. I took out the second step, so I'm going to work with my lining and then my first step. Now remember that my lining and my first step, they have the same width. They have the same width of 72 inches, both of them. So I'll place them together like this, and I will sew it together to form one piece. Okay, meanwhile, I want to show you, you can see my fabric piece is 1.5 inches longer than the lining, because when we fix the second step, we don't want it poking out. So we fixed the first step. This is it. Now we open it up so that we can sew in our second step. For our second step, you can go ahead and pleat, or you run a gather stitch. So for me, I went ahead to run a gather stitch, and here is it. So I'm going to fix it in like this. I'll turn it over like this and then sew it up, and then I'll show you. This is it after sewing. This is what we have. So I will flip it back. You can see. So when I even turn over the upper part, you can see it's not poking out. So now we'll go ahead to finish up those sides. So I'll get the first step like this. These are the two sides. We'll join the edges like this. Just the first step only, you sew and stop. From here you sew and stop here. Just before the lining you stop. And this is what we have. Let me turn it over so that you see what it looks like. So this is it. This is what it looks like. So let's finish up the other step. So I'll go ahead and turn it over like this. You can see it. I turned it back. So now we're going to arrange it carefully, placing it together. You can see, just like you can see me doing. Then we are going to sew from this second step up to where the lining started. Okay, so from this lining down to the end. And this is what we have. So I'll go ahead and turn it over so that I'll see what it looks like from the outside. So, and this is it. Please, if you know you are enjoying this tutorial up to this point, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Give it a like. Subscribe to my channel for more videos. Okay, let's go ahead. Now to finish up the band, this is what we have. My band width is 3 inches while the length is 72 inches. So we place the two edges like this and then we sew it up. And this is what we have. Then for my skirt waist, so we're going to add elastic then before we fold it. For my skirt waist is what, 28 inches. I went ahead to cut elastic. What I cut was 23 inches. And this elastic is a 1-inch elastic. So we joined it together like this. So I'll go ahead and place it like this in between the fabric like this. We're going to fix it in. Then you sew on the 1/2 inch. Just carefully do it and you'll see the outcome of what we have. This is what we have. Can you see how the band is already looking gathered already? So this will help us to gather our main fabric, to help us to gather our main skirts. So we're going to bring our main skirt. So we fix it like this. I'm trying to match the two joining. So we'll fix it like this and then we sew. Please, as you are sewing, stretch out your band. Be stretching it out. So that's what we're going to do and sew it all around. And this is what we have. So I'll go ahead and weave it, to seal up those edges. So let me turn it out so that you see what it looks like. So this is it. Can you see how the band helped us to gather the skirt? The elastic in the band actually helped us to gather the skirt, and this is what we have. So you can go ahead and weave the edges or you fold it, but I think I'll prefer to weave to give it a more beautiful look. And this is what we have. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.